Hello everybody, so it's currently the 6th of December and I had my first ever scan yesterday, as you would have seen. Oh man, it was such a cool experience. I want to cry when I just think about just how beautiful it is to see a baby inside you with its heart beating. Like, what? And I can't believe how fast the heart's actually beating. It was 153 beats per minute. She's like, yeah, that's totally healthy, that's normal, that's awesome. And I'm like, what? Like, the baby's just heart beats so quickly, and it really, I think it was the perfect timing, to be honest. So I am currently in my eighth week, but my app is estimating 7 weeks 2 days. 7 weeks 2 days yesterday. And the lady who did my ultrasound said my baby is like weighing in and measuring in at 7 weeks and 4 days. And I, like, being in my 8th week of pregnancy now, I just feel like I'm finally just starting to realize just how much of a toll like it is taking on my body. I've been trying to do everything still normal. I think I came into this with the expectation that I can still do everything that I like to do. And as you guys know, I love to exercise. So it's not the fact that I feel like I need to exercise, but it's the fact that I love it so much that it almost becomes a need, because it's like my favorite parts of my day. Like, I'm obsessed with my lifestyle. Like the lifestyle that I've been able to create, even with my husband and everything, it's just, I love our days. Like, every day really can be the best day ever. Like, I just am obsessed with this life I get to live, and like this beautiful area that I get to call home. Love it. It's so beautiful. I, in my head, was like, oh, I can still just do everything, obviously just listening to my body at the same time. But I think what I've been trying to do is still do the exact same amount of exercise and everything. And then I've just been feeling so exhausted at nighttime. So it's not the fact that I can't do it during the day. Like, I wouldn't do it if my body was like struggling. I wouldn't do it. But I just think I'm doing too much, because by the end of the day, I'm like literally exhausted. Like, I'm like walking around like this, like at 7 p.m. I'm like, I'm tired, I need to go to bed. And I just feel like mentally it's just like, I just feel like my brain's heavy and my body's heavy every single night. I don't really like to feel like that. I just feel, anyway, I've decided, I think, after seeing how fast my baby's heart is beating yesterday, I was like, man, like my body, I think it just spoke to my mind in ways that no one saying anything could. Like, because lots of people said to me, like, Ray, make sure you rest as much as you can in first trimester, you know, like your body's doing so many awesome, people can say all they want, but it's like my brain doesn't register, because I'm like, oh, I feel fine. But seeing the heartbeat yesterday, I was like, okay, my body's definitely working a lot harder than I think I realized. So I spoke to Jordan last night and I was like, babe, I think you're gonna have to like coach me and like remind me that it's okay to like not always be doing something, because I'm just such a goer. And like, even when it comes to work during the middle of the day, like I start to just get so tired editing videos, and I'm like, what? Why am I feeling tired editing a video? Anyway, so Jordan's gonna help me because he knows how much I need to rest and he wants me to rest, but it's just my brain that doesn't want me to. So last night I decided that I'm not actually going to be, so for the next few weeks, so currently it's the 6th of December, we're going to start Christmas shows with JC Action Sports, which is going to be pretty full on because I'm emceeing and everything. So I really want, and they're all nighttime shows. So we have like 3 shows every single night for the whole time we're up in Townsville. And since I'm emceeing every single one, I want to have a lot of energy. And obviously at nighttime is when I'm struggling most. So I just think that I need to make sure that I am resting enough during the day. And I've decided, so this is my new expectation of myself, I've decided I'm still going to walk a lot every day, because that's like my sanity. And I still want to be able to go for runs, because I just feel like that's where my head gets the clearest, right? But I think I'm not going to, I feel so weird saying this, but I think I'm not going to go to the gym for the rest of first trimester, so which is the end of this year, and then the first week or two of next year. And I'll be in Victoria by then, so I'll just hopefully be going for lots of walks and stuff with my beautiful mum and my sisters and my nephews and nieces. So I know that I'm going to still be very active, but I think I'm going to do no gym. So every single morning at my usual gym time, I still want to keep all the original habits in place, because I just feel good and I love my days the way they are. So I think what I'm going to do is have my stretch session, like just have a stretch session at home while I'm usually at the gym. It's at the same kind of timeline that I'm usually at the gym. Just do a really nice stretch session, and so that way I'm still like moving my body in a really healthy and relaxed kind of way. And then it'll be really, really good for my like mental health, physical health, recovery, like for my body to be feeling good during these stages of pregnancy. So I'm really excited for that actually, because like, I don't know, I'm excited, I think, because I'm giving myself grace in a season where I didn't really think I would need much grace, because I was like, I have so many wonderful habits in place, I can just do whatever I want, just live life like it's normal. It's like, hey, first trimester, people are tired. If you've been there, you'll be thinking like right now, you'll be like, yeah, exhausted. I was exhausted. I've spoken to so many women who are like, I spent so much time in bed. I thought that season would go on forever. And they're like, but as soon as first trimester ended, it was just so much better. I got my energy back. So I know that this season won't last. And that's what Jordan even said to me yesterday. He's such a good husband. I just am obsessed with him. He's just always a constant reminder to me to like look after myself well. And he's like, this season will not last forever. You'll be back at the gym soon. I'm like, I know, but I can't help but get sad. Like even just talking about it now, I kind of want to cry because it's not the fact that I feel bad, and I don't care about any progress lost. Like I don't have any expectations on me to achieve a great physique during this pregnancy, but I just want to be able to maintain as much muscle mass as I can. Obviously I won't be able to maintain all of it. Like I will definitely lose some muscle mass during this pregnancy, but it won't take me too long to get it back when I've got the all clear to get back into it again. So I'm not stressed at all about any sort of progress loss, but I just, for my own like mental well-being and just, I don't know, I just love moving my body. So, and I love feeling strong and fit. So obviously there's different seasons in life, and right now this is not a season to feel that way. It's a season to nourish my body and nourish my baby and try and get as many good nutrients into me as possible, rest as much as I can, but still move well to make this pregnancy as good as possible. Because like if I sat down and did nothing this whole pregnancy, that also wouldn't be good for my body. Like I do need to move my body. Like it is really important for us to move our body when we can in ways that we feel comfortable doing so. Just to keep everything moving well, and just obviously make the whole pregnancy a lot more easier on my body. Also then the birth, like I want to be able to be fit and strong enough for the birth. And so right now focusing on nutrition, focusing on resting and sleep. Last night I had the best sleep of my life. Like I'm not kidding, I don't think I've ever slept that well before. It was so good. I literally fell asleep at 8:30 and I went to the toilet once at 11:30, and then, no joke, woke up to my 4:30 alarm. Like what? So I got like 8 hours of sleep, which I hardly ever get. Like 6 hours is probably my norm. 8 hours of sleep, and I'm not kidding when I say that I don't think I've ever only gotten up once to go to the toilet before in my life. Even being pregnant, you'd think that I'd be like still up even more, but usually I'm up like 3 times. I'm a very light sleeper, and as soon as I wake up, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'm gonna go to the toilet. I kind of need to go, but like obviously it's just the way my brain works. Woken up feeling really good. I'm gonna try and make sure I do prioritize sleep, rest, good movement. That could change from day to day depending on what I feel like, but it will be walks every day because I'm obsessed. And some days it will be runs whenever I feel like I'm up for it. And then just getting in as many nutrients as I can. I'm trying so hard to eat at maintenance. There's been a couple of days where I just haven't felt well enough to finish the rest of my food that I'm meant to have eaten that day. So again, I'm trying to have more grace on myself then, but I really love consistency in my life. I'm someone who won't like eat more one day and then eat less the next day. Like I think with my previous history of like binge eating and like full on restriction, like I don't know, it just, that is a thing of my past. And so I really heavily believe, for me and for a lot of other women, that we need to be consistent with what we eat. And I just think it's way better for our bodies, because then we're consistent with our energy levels every single day. And it's just like a lot easier to obviously maintain a really good healthy weight when you're consistent every day. And so I really am pretty hard on myself on that, but usually it comes pretty easy for me. But obviously when I'm too sick, I'm like, I really can't fit anymore, and I just don't want to think about food. So there has been a couple of days where I know I haven't hit my calories, but overall I've been pretty good, and it's all been like fairly good food. Like obviously sometimes it's just a piece of toast, whatever I can stomach at that time. If I need something in me and all I can stomach is a piece of toast, then I have it. But overall, like, I'm still getting a lot of nutrients, making sure I get a lot of salad in each day. I've been having 2 servings of my greens powder every single day, just because I haven't been having as many salads and veggies as I usually would. My dinners have been pretty simple. That's usually probably when I feel the sickest, and that has been like fairly simple, like just a cheesy pasta dish, or what else? Sometimes just air fried potatoes. Like literally just like pretty simple things. So I've just been making sure that I've still been hitting my protein. My fiber boost bars have been helping me so much with that. I've been having at least 1, sometimes 2 a day to hit my protein, and also my yogurts. Obviously they have lots of probiotics for my good gut health, because my body needs it right now being pregnant. But also I just love yogurt, so I have protein yogurts, probably like 2 of them a day. So the little tiny snacks that I have, I try and really choose higher protein stuff, just because my meals aren't always higher in protein now. So I'm just making sure that I have smaller meals and more of them, and making sure the majority of them contain a good protein source, but not all of them have been, just being honest here. But yeah, that's my current update. So hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, bring on the rest of the 8th week. Apparently 8th, 9th and 10th weeks are the hardest. So this week, next week and the following, which means we're going to be in Townsville when it's still really hard, but you know, it's all good. God is good, and I have a husband who knows what's good for me and is going to be with me, like telling me to rest or whatever, and just reminding me, just being my coach from the sideline, you know. Anyways, love you guys. Currently 8 weeks pregnant, and my Sunday long runs have definitely decreased a little bit. So not because I'm not able to run that far, but I just feel like I'm a bit worried I'll exhaust myself and will be hopeless for the rest of the day, and I can't deal with just like sitting down doing nothing for a whole day. So I'm gonna do 7Ks. I just turned around at 3.5Ks. Tilly's having a quick swim midway our run. Hey Tilly, you having a swim? I almost had to bribe her this morning. She didn't really want to come for some reason. Oh, but how beautiful is this? And I was like, Tilly always wants to come with me, and so I said, I'll let you go for a quick swim. So I bribed her. I don't know whether she understood, but in my head, I have to keep to my end of the bargain. I am currently just starting my 9th week of pregnancy. I thought I'd give you a really quick update while I'm just playing some fetch with my baby girl. Do you want to give me the ball or not? Do you want to give me the ball or not? Hey? I just had a doctor appointment to follow up from my first ultrasound, and everything was just really, really good. I got my referral sent through to MGP, so the midwifery group practice. It just pretty much gives me like continuity of care regarding a midwife. It's like a free program that I think most hospitals pretty much offer in Australia now, which is awesome. So it just means that you have like one, but like a small group. So there's usually like a few midwives assigned to you that you'll be seeing throughout your whole journey, and then obviously in your labor as well. So it just means that, you know, they can know you really well. I can feel safe with them and everything. I've really been toying up between the idea of going with like a private midwife. It usually costs it usually costs around $4,000, I think, to do a private midwife in a hospital. But my process was it's like around $6,000, but you get like, I think, I don't know, a quarter of it back through Medicare. So it probably would end up being about $4,500 if I was to do a private midwife at home. So then like I can actually birth at home. They've got all the tools. They can like stitch up. They can do everything. And then obviously it just makes it so less stressful, and the chances of like bad things happening in birth a decrease, mainly because your body doesn't have that stress that it would when you go into the hospital. So I'm not against hospital births at all. That's why I'm probably going to end up opting for the MGP through the Sunshine Coast Hospital here. So like I'm not against it at all, but it's just obviously if you're going into a new environment, there's like doctors pretty much trying to tell you what to do. You're in like a really sensitive like emotional state, and it's just really hard to, I guess, stick to your birth plan. And also, as soon as your body's a little bit stressed, it stops doing what it's naturally made to do. So it makes sense. Like the benefits of a private midwife seem unreal. But if I can get into an MGP where I actually see the same midwife throughout the whole process, I think that like, obviously then that's free. Well, it's going to cost, in Queensland, it does cost for like ultrasounds and things like that. I'm pretty sure in Victoria it's free for my sisters anyway. So, but yeah, I guess like I'll just work out what happens. I've already applied now for the MGP, and then today my doctor sent the referral through, so that's awesome. There was some level of bacteria in my urine test that I did when I actually got my pregnancy test confirmed a little while ago, so she's actually given me another wee test thing to do just to make sure I don't have to go on antibiotics, so I hope I don't have to. Apparently that you can get like urine infections really easily when you're pregnant without any symptoms, so they just try and make sure that like they're on top of it. So I may not have like the painful wheeze and stuff like that. Yeah, when I'm pregnant, I may not have any symptoms. So she's just gonna get on top of that. But other than that, like I just seen a new doctor today and I love her. I'm gonna book in with her all the time. I just think it makes such a big difference. I've been trying to find a good doctor. It's just really hard up here. Like I've just been really struggling to find one who I feel like super comfortable with, since this is my first pregnancy as well. And I'm probably gonna be seeing them often. Just wanna make sure it's all good. So another thing, my other doctor that I seen last time wanted me to go on thyroid medication straight away because what's that hormone called? That is thyroid stimulating hormone. So it's TSH. That was high, but it's my normal levels, and my normal levels aren't high, but in pregnancy the markers are different. So usually my levels are around about 3, and anything below 5 is usually really healthy. But in pregnancy, they like you to be under 2. And so my other doctor was actually going to put me on thyroid medication to boost my thyroid function. I really didn't want to go on it. And the lady today said, that's your normal amount. It's fine. I'm not going to make you go on it. And I was like, praise the Lord. So that made me really happy. I really like this doctor. I said to her, I was like, I actually don't mind about medical intervention, because she said I might have to go on antibiotics. Because I said I really like to take the natural ways when possible, and she's like, you might have to go on antibiotics if you have a urine infection, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. Like I really do celebrate and enjoy the fact that we have medical interventions in place here in Australia, but if there's things I can do to avoid it, then that's awesome. Like regarding thyroid function, there's certain things I can eat to really help boost it, and I'd rather try that first rather than going straight on medication. And my other doctor just wanted me to put me on there straight away. So this doctor really understands my brain and the way it works, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing her from now on. And yeah, hopefully I get into this MGP. We'll see how it goes. I've been feeling amazing, like really sick still. I felt so crappy a few days ago. If I was taking this video a few days ago, I would be probably crying because I was in a bit of an emotional state. I was just so disappointed in my ability to get stuff done. Like I'm really struggling mentally and emotionally to be okay with taking breaks when I need, because I do get tired, I do get sick, so I have to sit down on the couch. But I had a whole completely mindset shift yesterday. It's why I love my husband so much. He prayed with me, like, because I cried to him yesterday morning. He's like, I didn't even know that you had such a hard day yesterday. But he prayed with me, and I felt so much better straight away, so much more in a positive mindset, because I think the thing I was hating was the fact that I was getting so negative, and I'm not naturally a negative person. Like I usually am a fairly positive person, so it's just so different. I was like, I hate being like this. Why am I being so negative? So he's praying for me, and then I put some things into place. Like when I do sit down on the couch, it's a no phone zone, so I'm just going to be reading books. So I am going to be productive, but in a really restful way, because I just don't think being on your phone is productive. And I'd be like trying to get work done, or I'll be scrolling Instagram, and it's like, that's not restful on the brain, and it's not really that productive when my body just needs to rest. So that's why I'm really looking forward to now resting, reading more of my books or my Bible. I read heaps of my Bible yesterday as well during the day. So yeah, I'll keep doing that. Obviously, for the next few weeks, I've got 3 more weeks left of trimester 1. So it's very, very exciting. We're heading to Townsville next week, so I'm a little bit worried. Well, this Friday, so in a couple of days, we're heading to Ipswich for some JC Action Sports shows. And then we get back on Saturday night, go have church and different parties and like birthday parties and things like that on the Sunday. And then on the Monday we leave to head to Townsville, and we're there until the 23rd of December, drive back down to the sunny coast, have Christmas Day here, and then jump in our van and drive home to Victoria to see my family for Christmas, like a late Christmas. So it's like a hectic time of year, and so I'm a little bit worried just in case I'm still feeling pretty sick. And I've got to MC like all the shows in Townsville, so I can't just like rest. Like it's going to be pretty taxing on my already pretty fatigued body. So we'll see how I go, but I know that God will help me get me through it, because it's all for him, it's all for his glory. So yeah, that's an update. I'm feeling amazing in terms of like I'm going for walks every day. I've been going for a run every single day. There's only been one maybe 2 days, I think, that I have not went for a run for this first trimester so far. So I'm feeling really good, but I'm just like slowing myself down and just going for a run when I feel good. So like usually I would go at a certain time of the day, but now I'm like, okay, I'll wait until I feel really good, then go out for a run. And I've been feeling amazing, and it helps me to sleep better. It just helps me mentally. But I've been going for walks, obviously, with Tilly. I've been doing home workouts, so I haven't been at the gym. I've just been finding that I get really hot at the gym, and then I just need to go home, so I'm not lasting there long enough to even go and make it a good workout. So I've actually just been changing my workouts and doing them at home in front of the aircon, and it has been so much better. So I'm going to continue doing that, and yeah, continue moving my body. I'm forcing good food into my body. A lot of the days I don't feel like anything. The only thing I've been enjoying eating and looking forward to eating is my fiber boost bars. So I've actually been having a couple of those every day just to get some protein and fiber into me. I've been having like all my green supplements and everything, and then also prenatals, which is great. And I've been trying to get good food into me, but sometimes just it's been super simple basic food, but I'm still trying to hit my maintenance calories every single day, and I'm really proud of myself because I have so far. I don't want to eat too less, and I don't want to eat too much. I just want to eat the perfect amount, and I'm just proud of myself that I've been able to do that even while being sick. So I'm just praising God that I'm not like overly sick and not like vomiting, because then that obviously then brings up a lot of food, and it makes it more complicated. So I feel like very blessed that even though I'm a little bit sick, it's not too bad. So yeah, praise God for that, and I'll give you an update another day.